Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, yo. What up, though, people? I'd like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C No podcast. I am your boy, Brown. As you can see, I still got the Rams gear on. As you can see, my co-host is MIA, but he's not MIA. Vito is still in the building. He is just not to the left of me. Vito, what up, though?
What's up? I couldn't sit next to my co-host because it was Vito, and I didn't know what to do.
You couldn't, what'd you say?
You couldn't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I want to make sure the people can hear you. What'd you say?
He heard what I said. I said, we just lost to the Rams, so I couldn't sit next to you because I don't know anything could have happened.
Okay, yeah, I see you threatening people on IG and all that. So, nonviolence. It is Black History Month, people. But anyway, Vito, we got a lot going on. I know y'all don't got too much going on. We Super Bowl partying and all that, but we got other stuff going on. One thing I want to get to, shout out to cousin Reek. He always come hit me up and ask me what's what. But he asked me a question. Is James Harden still elite? So I'm gonna ask you and all the people.
He looks elite on that team. I don't know how he would look somewhere else, but right now he doesn't look elite to me.
So you don't think he's elite anymore? Right now, you don't think he looks elite?
No, he don't look elite right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like I told cousin Reek. If you remember the year that Houston got Chris Paul. Remember they made that video about James Harden, how he does nothing when he doesn't have the ball. He just stand around, he don't move and none of that. Well, when you playing with on a team with two other dudes that got that ball in their hand all the time, it's going to take away and make it look. I think he needs to, I say he's not a lead on Brooklyn, but if he gets on a team like the Sixers where he's the ball handler again, he can still be elite. He ain't done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He not done. I just say, he just need to be the dominant ball handler on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what's your thoughts, people? James Harden, is he still elite? Keep it a C note with us. Let us know. Next up, we just had Brady retire. He made it official. Brady is done. But before Brady retired, we know Ben Roethlisberger season. He made it to the playoffs one last time. Roethlisberger, the whole 04 class is gone. Eli, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger. Now we know that Eli got 2 and Ben got 2, and Phillip didn't have any. But some people feel as though Phillip was better than both of them. So
I feel like that.
Where do you guys rank the 3 quarterbacks from the 04 draft class? Vito, where you got them at 3 through 1?
You talking about Ben, Eli, and Phillip?
Yep.
I got Phillip 1, Eli, Ben 2, Eli 3.
Okay. And is it a reason why you got Phillip 1?
I feel like he just overall better play. Like as far as throwing the ball, he's better than both of them dudes. Like the accuracy downfield, the mid range shit, the short shit. Okay. And I feel like even though Big Ben is harder to tackle, I feel like Phillip Rivers is tougher than both of them guys. Like the way he plays.
Right.
A motherfucker might mistake Big Ben for being tough. Now, don't get me wrong, he is a tough guy, but Big Ben was just big and hard to tackle. Phillip Rivers played with toughness. It was different.
Okay, and why do you say the things that you say about Eli? Why is Eli third? Well, you didn't say anything about him, but why is he third?
I'm not like I'm saying he's a bad quarterback. He's just not as good as them. If you ever watch Eli, go back and watch some of the tape on Eli. Just peep what he does. When the blitz is on, he'll throw that shit up and turn his back. Like, how motherfucker throw a punch around?
Oh, yeah, I ain't going to debate that.
Sometimes he got lucky.
I ain't going to debate that. I also got Eli at 3. I think Well, him and Ben both played on teams that had great defenses, but I think that got Eli over, especially in them championships. So I got him three. I got Phillip Rivers at number two. Now, as like you saying, arm strength and talent wise, he is better than both of them. But Ben Roethlisberger had that little resilience thing when like the game was on the line, like so he a little bit more clutch. You know what I mean? Even though he's always played on the top defense, he's made big throws when it counted. Even all of when you can't bring him down, and he all the stuff that made him good is really the stuff that hurt him towards the end of his career, trying to extend plays and all that. But I think when he was up there at top ball and he wasn't that old and all that, that little clutch gene gives him the advantage for me.
I will say he was a little more pressed than Philip, and and I don't know who to give the credit to. I don't know to give the credit to the Pittsburgh system or Big Ben. But if you ever noticed, all the receivers that played with Big Ben was the shit when they played in Pittsburgh. But everyone that left, they didn't look the same.
Right, right. Yeah, that's definitely the truth. Yeah, it might be their system. It might be their system because they've always had them type of Hines Ward type receivers and all that. But yeah, what's your thoughts, people? Eli, Ben, Phillip Rivers. Where do you rank them 1 through 3 without taking into consideration the rings and none of that? Just off talent, who would you take? Okay, Vito. Now we've had a lot of debate, right? And shout out everybody that's on Spotify Green Room right now following us. This topic right here: why does Philly have so much talent, but not a lot of superstars? And when I say that, I don't want because everybody automatically jump to music, like, well, we don't support like other. I mean, with everything. I mean, with sports. I mean, entertainment. Everything. Why do we have so much talent but not a lot of superstars?
For one, we're definitely overlooked, and I don't know if it's due to like the violent nature of the city. People don't want to like people are scared to fuck with people from Philly. I don't know if that's the case, but we definitely overlooked when it comes up. And I know especially when it comes to high
Well,
school sports.
well, here's the thing now. The only thing about that theory is all I will say is Chicago. Chicago dominates right now with music. They're all violence. Even way before, when you think back, Chicago always had basketball players that make it to the league and you know what I mean, all of that. And they've always had violence and all that. So I don't think it's the violence, man. To be honest with you, because if anything, you
So
would
why
want
do you think like our high schools, like the inner city high schools, don't get no recruiting?
that's something that baffles me. It's like I was talking to a couple people before the show, and people like, nah, we got stars. I said, besides for Wilt, who was the last person from Philly that played sports that was a superstar, like the best person in the league?
The best person leaving Philly right now is probably Kyle Lowry.
That's shout out to my homie Sear. That's what I mentioned was Kyle Lowry. But what I'm saying at best, Kyle Lowry is a role player. He's not a superstar. What I'm saying is
No, no, no. He's not.
who is the last superstar that I can't go Wilt. That's because we always got good teams, but they don't never beat nobody from Philly. I think Wilt is the last superstar in sports. That's from Philly, because we have so players, role players in
Are you talking
basketball.
about just basketball?
No, all sports.
Marvin Harrison.
Marv, yeah. What y'all think, people? That's a good one, Marvin Harrison. But see, the only thing is to me, Marvin Harrison is one of those guys like I don't even want to compare him to nobody because I don't want to get in a debate about that. But he one of them guys that get overlooked a lot. You see what I'm saying?
You know why? Because he's not flashy. He's a quiet person.
Right, but
he better than Michael Irvin, but Michael Irvin is more noticeable because he's loud.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's definitely a good one, Marv. But what I'm saying is, it's rare. It's rare, and
Yeah, I
as
agree.
you know, the reason for this topic is because I had a debate with somebody on their post on IG where they was basically saying that you got to make Philly. They were doing a Philly music thing and saying the guys that was next up. They was saying now y'all got to make great music and this that. And my theory is this is like especially with music. Music has nothing to do with how good your music is. Them record
Yeah.
labels do not care how good your music is. It's all about what type of paper they can make off of you. So that's first things first. It's a lot of artists in the city right now that make good music. And when I was comparing that to the person was saying, but they don't make great music. And my thing is, you can't give me five artists in the game right now that's making great music.
Now, I feel like Meek has some great music. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, out of all the guys that's popping right now, right, the guys that's getting the majority of the spins and their names is everywhere, they make good music. Nobody is making great music because if everybody was making great music, that means every album that's coming out would be considered classics.
Yeah.
That's my first thing. The second debate is, um, my thing is this, especially with music. Philly is too talented of a city to let us be. They rather steal from us and keep us in the background. Like all that, but if we gonna keep it a C note, we gonna keep it a C note. That shit ain't about talent. Like a lot of people like got Jay up there. But let's not act like majority of J Wave wasn't by Philly niggas. We not
Yeah.
gonna do that. His
Yeah.
whole most of his sound is from a fucking Philly nigga who then in turn really struggled to get on. It wasn't cause you're not gonna tell me young Chris don't make good music. No, the nigga from somebody else took him from another city, spoon fed him, stole everything from him, and then let him go.
Now, I might say he might have robbed of him, but I ain't gonna say he stole from him. What the fuck did he steal from
Bro,
Chris?
he stole. What I'm saying is he stole Chris flow, cadence, all that whispering shit. We not gonna act like he didn't steal shit from them. He stole songs from them. Like if we going to talk, like Give It to Me is one of Jay-Z's biggest songs. That's a fucking Philadelphia artist song that he stole. He stole. Like, I don't care if you say he manipulated it. He stole a song. Oh, we got to push it today. You don't got publishing. That's stealing, bro. I don't care how you look at it, blue collar or what. It's still stealing. What I'm saying is these motherfuckers, they take Philly artists, they strip everything from them. They low cadence, they low style, they swag. You can't say Jay ain't take Philly swag. Like what I'm gonna say is, cause me and you have the debate all the time, Vito, and I always say that Philly didn't catch on to Jay to Volume 2. I mean the masses in Philly, and by that time, Beans was already on the when Volume 2 came out. Money Cash Holes. The remix came out and Beans was on that joint. That's when Jay Wave had just started off the Hard Knock Life single. So we not gonna act like Jay was just popping from Reasonable Doubt and everybody was fucking with him. That's not the case. My argument to you has always been the case that 80% of Philly gravitated towards Jay once he got them Philly niggas. You say no, but I say yeah.
No,
I
I
I say
definitely believe
yeah.
that.
What I'm saying is when I was listening to Reasonable Doubt in 96, it wasn't that many Philly artists. I mean, it wasn't that many niggas in Philly listening to Jay. What I'm saying is the pedestal that people in Philly have put Jay-Z on, he wasn't always there. He wasn't always there. That didn't come till about 98. And we that's just keeping it a C note. But like I say, it may be a coincidence, but to me, the same time he blossomed, he got Mac in him. And once he got Mac in him, I don't give a fuck what you say, Volume 3, Dynasty, all that shit. You take state property away from all that shit, and we don't know what Jay give you. That's just keeping it a C note. He kept them niggas around long enough where he elevated himself to the top, bro. And if you can't see that, if a
So
motherfucker can't,
what happened once he got rid of all them niggas?
once he got rid of them, they're damaged goods. They're
Huh?
fucking damaged goods. What I'm saying is, Listen, once, and it's been said because I want to address a couple things because some type of way we still got a motherfucking 80s way of thinking in Philadelphia, but um yeah, if you keep a nigga for 7, 8, 9 years and you don't really drop them, and then you let them go, and now they're a lot of people say young Chris sound like Jay when it's the other way around. And you can't debate that, Vito.
Can't debate what.
When a lot of people say young Chris sound like Jay, but it's the other way around. Right?
So you saying Jay didn't like Chris? That's what you saying?
What I'm saying is a lot of people say I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, but you see how it damaged Chris. It's hard for it. Chris should have blew the fuck up. But once he left Jay, it's like, he damaged goods. If Jay don't want him, and if he sound like Jay, what can we do with him? You see what I'm saying? That's what he do. Now you can't honestly say Jay could have. Let's just take state property away. Take all the Philly niggas away. You can't tell me Jay could have stood toe to toe with the Locks and Nas and all them with Bleak. You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me Rockefeller would have still been Rockefeller without Beans and Freeway and nothing. No, them motherfuckers helped.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. Maybe he might have, maybe he might not have, but we're not gonna act like everybody on state property was fire because Bleak is better than a few of them niggas on state property.
Bleak was not. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. And I'm Vito. I'm really shocked you said that. Bleak ain't better than nobody from no fucking state property. Knock it off.
Ain't all that
Who?
hot. Freeway ain't all that.
Bro, Free is way better than Bleak. Stop it.
I fuck with most appreciate, but Bleak got more bars than both of them dudes.
He got more bars
than
man.
Sparks. Oskino got him a little bit on the bars,
man,
but make better songs.
Vito, what the hell? Vito, what the hell was wrong with you, Vito? You tripping. Listen, bars, yes. Listen, I will give you bars. He has more bars than Sparks. But what a lot of people don't realize, I like what a lot of people say that about Sparks. Oh, Sparks didn't have bars. But Sparks had the fucking hooks. None of them songs without Bleak don't make a better song than Sparks. And then Sparks never had Sparks.
How can we even know that? What the fuck was Sparks ever made with?
What do you mean? It's all type of songs. I just said, give it to me. That's Bleak don't got nothing better than that. He don't got a bigger hit than that.
We don't know that he made. He didn't. I don't know if he arranged the song the way it was made.
Nigga, it was his song.
We just know that was his song,
bro.
We don't know how it would have sounded if he made that.
Stop. Knock it the fuck off, Vito. Knock it off, would you? What I'm saying is, most of them songs, Tales of a Hustler. In his life, you not. Come on, man. That's Emilio Sparks. He that nigga don't.
And that's the hook.
That's what makes the song. The hook.
In between the hooks, like what's that gonna sound like?
And what I just listen to what I just said to you, Vito. I said bars wise, Bleak has Sparks, but he can't make a better song than Sparks. None of them niggas make.
What song does Sparks make besides that one?
What besides "Forgive It to Me," "Tales of a Hustler"? Trouble Man, all that shit that's on state property albums.
Mind you talking about he made to Give It to Me. That ain't nothing but him taking fucking Rick James shit and saying it to a beat. Give it to me. That's Rick James. That's the same
nigga.
So
Rick James didn't say give me that funk, that sweet, that Rick James ain't say all that. Come on, man. See, this is part of Philly's problem because. This is my thing. Like, we're going to go to defense for Jay, but them niggas is from here. And he stole from them boys, man. We not going to do that. That's his song, and you're not going to. What I'm saying is, you can't name one Bleak song.
Let's not act like everybody in state property was fired. Chris was fired.
Man.
Fired.
It's not all about. What I'm saying, all them niggas could have sold, bro. All of them.
So why they didn't sell after the fact? After even the fact that it was with Jay for years. They got the notoriety, the fame, and
damaged goods and politics, bro. You ever hear being blackballed?
Yeah.
You don't think that shit is real?
Yeah, I think it's real.
Okay.
But I never heard none of them say they was blackballed by Jay.
Yeah, a lot of them niggas still got loyalty for Jay. I mean, some say it may be right.
Well,
Some
listen, why would they not? Like Oskino, like all the interviews I heard from him, he don't give a fuck about what nobody think. He
nigga
said what he wants.
Oskino
I
said
ain't hear
they
him say that shit yet.
Oskino said they stole Jay and them stole from me, man.
They stole from me, but he didn't say he's been blackballed.
Nah, but listen to what I'm telling. That's just common sense. You with the top rapper in the game. Y'all, they partner split. Most of y'all go with him, and he drop all of y'all. Nobody gets picked back up, bro. When they do get picked up, they get picked up little side indie deals. That's bullshit. They're damaged goods now. But what I'm saying is the way labels gonna look at it is if the top guy don't want you, what are we gonna do with you?
Nah, that's bullshit. If you fall off from the top guy, that don't mean anybody else not gonna fuck with you. My thing is
besides for Kanye, who was platinum already before the rock split and all that. Besides for Kanye, who else popped off from Rockefeller once they split?
As far as rappers, nobody.
Right.
Right.
None of them niggas ain't getting no. Chris and them was still out here putting out music.
Yeah, but they ain't buzzing.
They not buzzing because what I'm saying is when they was buzzing, niggas shelved them, took everything from them, took their cadence, took their flow, took song.
Didn't Chris number make 2 albums? Didn't Young Guns have 2 albums?
Yeah, they had 2 albums.
Freezo was buzzing when he made his album.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is even when you go back and look at that Freeway shit, like it was a bunch. Freeway album should have went like double, triple platinum.
So should have been shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if anybody remember when the State Property days, Freeway album was supposed to come out in October when they was making the Rocktober thing. Freeway dropped like the same week or the week before 50 Cent's first album, and that's killed his sales. That killed his sales. That's what I'm saying. They pushed this album out like 5 months after it was supposed to come out. After all the shit was popping. Even though What We Do is wrong and all that shit had already taken off. That shit had already taken off. And you push his album out 5 months later. Like, that was bad management. And I don't think that should be bad management. I think they sabotaging Philly niggas, man. A couple other things I want to touch on, though. Pause. Even Chuck Nice said it. Like, this is my problem with the old school niggas. Like, I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, I've worked at radio stations, because everybody know the DJs in the city right now are on some bullshit. The DJs are...
It's just not just in this city. That's a lot of cities.
No, it's not. What I'm going to tell you is the DJs in this cities are based still from the fucking 80s. They still got 80s way of thinking. Like when Chuck Nice from 3 Time Dope was up here and he said... all rap artists from Philly in the 80s, managers, labels, they all patterned them after somebody from fucking New York. That's why every time somebody that's buzzing get with these DJs tell them you need to make a song like Little Baby got. Or you need to make us, because they stuck in that fucking old school copycat, let's just ride everybody else fucking wave. Perfect example, 2014, I was out Miami doing a show. And I ran into these Haitian kids, and the one kid, he still followed me on Instagram. His name is Donnie. And at the time, Meek Mill was on the come up. And he like, yo, Philly artists and New York artists are the fucking hottest. He say everything they say is fucking hot. Like, they can really rap, Philly artists and New York artists. He said, what I don't understand, he said, because you got a bunch of people. He said the whole Miami at the time was rapping like Meek Mill. Everybody had Meek Mill flow. And this is a Philly nigga all the way down Florida. Everybody want to rap like Meek Mill. But he said, in flip, he said everybody that I run to from New York or Philly and all that, they all want to rap with Nick like they niggas from down here.
Yeah.
And he said that's what's killing them. And you know why? Because it's the fucking DJs and managers that's telling you, oh, you need to make a song like this. You need to make a song like that. When you say it's not just the DJs in this city, let's remind everybody that New York artists, the older hip-hop artists, got mad at DJs in New York because Atlanta stopped playing East Coast music. They was only playing down south music at one time, and niggas was like, well, why the fuck are we showing they artists love and they DJs not showing us love? Philly can do that. Why you only hear Philly artists on a fucking come up show, a traffic show? It's got to be some type of mixtape show. What about the average person that's in the city 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon? You will hear little Scud Missile from Mississippi new shit in Philly before you hear somebody from Philly.
Yeah, they don't even have a 30-minute segment of just all Philly artists. They should do. That's the least they could do.
Yeah, so my thing is all bullshit. Another thing, it only seems like you'll have runs where Meek Mill had a fucking run where he was the only artist signed for how many years? And then you get P&B, but really it's just Meek because he's the only rapper. P&B signed, but P&B not a rapper.
What is he?
Well, I mean, he one of the newer, the harmonizing guys. What I'm saying is for Philly to have rappers, even the newer guys, Leaf Ward, Core, like these guys can rap, and they make the same music as the newer guys, and they don't get pushed like that. It's always a hidden agenda.
That is crazy.
Huh?
I said, yeah, that is crazy because we got way more talent than most of them dudes that's out there.
Right, we should have 6-7 niggas, right?
We don't get the same notoriety.
Right, it should be 6-7 niggas from Philly signed at the same time right now. Or why is it that every time somebody from Philly is signed, okay, we can get you signed, but we want you to diss the person that's on from your city? We the only city.
You don't even gotta get signed nowadays, though, to be able to do your thing.
You ain't gotta be what?
So you don't even have to be signed really to a major right
yeah,
about
but
now.
you still need that push. You still need that push from your city. Like if you see everybody, even it might have been Wallow and them, but somebody I was just watching a podcast was just saying that if you don't got your city behind you or your neighborhood, you still need, even if you do shit independent, you still need a push. But what I'm saying is the motherfucking DJs won't support you. The managers want you to sound like somebody else, or, hey, how about you diss this person or that? But it's only in Philly. It's only in Philly. It don't be nowhere else. Motherfuckers be like, Philly can't make good music. That's bullshit. That's a lie. What it is these motherfuckers try to make us make music that everybody else is making. You don't have to follow that wave. Like, how many followers do we have in Philadelphia? Do we have anybody that's fucking leaders? Because, like I said, the DJs, they still going off old school shit. They still going off of you got to sound like this person. You got to sound like... Listen, I had a song that they was playing on the fucking radio that I sent it to the DJ. The DJ heard it and said it was nice and wouldn't play it. And then I sent him the other version and it had 2 guest features on it and the motherfucker put it on rotation. That should be politics. Like, so the music don't mean nothing. We could go on internet right now and probably find a bunch of talented motherfuckers that only got like 100 followers. But if you really sit there and listen to their music, you be like, damn, they got good music. But see, they don't want you to do that now. Not even the fans. The fans want, in order for me to be a fan or a person to be a fan of somebody, I want to go on his Instagram page and see he got 15,000 followers. He don't got that. I don't want to be a fan. Or this shit is all about numbers and everything but the music to me. You know what I mean? Even with they say the battle rap thing. Even when you look at it, Big Star started that shit. That URL shit popped right now. And what did they do? They flipped that shit. How did Big Star start it? Okay, you can run lines back and all that shit for the fans to hear when it's hot and all that. But the way they done formed battle rap is like, them Philly niggas can really rap. Let's throw a monkey wrench in it so we make this shit more into some bullshit and it's not just rap. So when you watch E-Nuts battling somebody, it's not that he's getting smoked or that. It's just not the same. They done took our shit and flipped it.
Speaking of battle rap, that boy Surf, they keep going at it with the Philly niggas keep going at it with the boy Surf from Jersey.
Right.
That boy is not that fucking hot. I don't know why they keep hyping this nigga Surf.
I'm glad you mentioned Surf because I actually like even with the battle rap thing, like it's two things. Like people give it's a stigmatism going around that battle rappers don't make good songs. And I'm like, I was riding around. First of all, I was riding around with my young boy the other day. He playing some shit, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? He like, this the battle rap nigga Sue Surf. I'm like, really? And the shit was hot. I'm like, damn, that's alright, John. But why do you think they say that? Why do you think people say battle rappers is that true? Battle rappers can't make good music?
I don't know because I think Cassidy when he was in his prime, Cassidy made some good music to me.
Right. Me personally, I think.
Battle rapper. Besides these new niggas, we talking about somebody who got a.
Yeah, no, I want to say that because I want to, but even with the like, yeah, Cassidy had good music and all of that, but even with this is my thing, cause motherfuckers give Eminem credit for everything. They give him he's a bad white boy, or he lap Jay, or he lap everybody he get on track with. But when you do that, battle rappers can't make good song music. Why nobody don't mention him? He's a fucking battle rapper. He comes from battle rap. So when you put him up there on that fucking pedestal, you gotta attach battle rap to it. My thoughts. That's just me. Like if they attach everything to Eminem, but they don't attach they want to see him get in the ring, but they don't attach battle rap to all of his accomplishment. That nigga's a battle rapper that went down.
Was the battle rapper?
Huh?
Wasn't Royce the 5'9" a battle rapper?
I'm not sure about Royce, but I know just from the 8 Mile thing and all that. But I'm pretty sure Royce and them get it down too. But what I'm saying is, motherfucker always say battle rappers can't make songs better. Well, what the fuck is Eminem? He's a battle rapper. My thing with battle rappers is I think battle rappers is some of the most clever, wittiest people that make music. But I think we get...
That's true, but how many actual mainstream songs have you heard from these battle rappers?
This is the thing. What I'm saying is, the thing that I think hurts battle rappers is that you get so used to hearing them motherfuckers say hot shit battling that that's all you want to hear. You don't want to hear them do nothing else. Realistically.
Yeah, listen, even if that is the case, but I haven't actually heard them put out something like actually like on the radio or nothing like that.
Well, if we talking about the radio, Vito, I can't comment on that because I don't listen to the radio, but yeah, I don't know, but like I said, I've never heard Sue Surf music neither, but I heard like 2-3 bangers riding with my young one. I'm like, damn, this nigga got some good Johns. Pause. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's all about what type of music you into, but I think a lot of times it be a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of times what it is a motherfucker be like around people and somebody say something like, oh yeah, the Philly guys gotta learn how to make better music, and motherfuckers run with that just because, no, you gotta really do your fucking homework. This shit is a movie. If all the talent, what I'm saying is, if you just give one nigga and let one nigga from Philly be in position, that may risk him bringing everybody else on. And then if one Philly nigga put everybody else on, who we gonna steal from? That's always gonna be my motto, man. Them niggas steal from us, bro. And your man is the main one. Jay is the main culprit, man. Keep it a C-note. So,
yeah, he used Philly niggas to keep himself young.
Yeah, he did more than use them to keep himself young, bro. He did more than use them niggas to keep himself young. He got kept afloat by them niggas. Them brothers kept him afloat for years. For years, because me personally, you go back and look, to me, I say if you really, because you a fan of Jay and you got all his albums, if you listen to Volume 2 and then you listen to Volume 3, if it wasn't for State Property and them niggas coming along when that Dynasty, that shit was going down here. That Volume 3 is trash. It's trash, bro. You could huh?
Says you.
I'm saying go back and listen to that shit. Volume 3 is the joint that had Do It Again on there and all that, right? That album is garbage.
Do It Again is fine.
I'm just saying that was the single. What I'm saying is them Philly guys saved, man, that from Volume 2 to Volume 3, that album is totally garbage if you keeping it a C-note. If he didn't have them...
What album is garbage?
Volume 3.
Volume 3? Let me see.
Volume 3 is garbage, bro. He would have nosedive. Some of his best work came out after Volume 3 when all the Philly niggas was there, man. I'm telling you. You go...
Big Pimpin' on Volume 3. Big Pimpin' is fire.
Not you talking... Here you go to radio, man. Here you go.
Yo, let me ask you a question. What the fuck does a song being on the radio have to do with it being a good song or not?
The radio guy. What else? That's a good song that you Big Pimpin'?
Big Pimpin' ain't a good song, is what you're saying.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, but it ain't... I don't know. I don't know. We just got...
Is it a good song or not? Don't beat around the bush.
It's okay. It's an okay song. It's nothing.
It's a good song.
It's nothing. I will say this. There's nothing special about the song. To me, it was just him riding a wave to get fans down there. If you want me to keep it a C-note. That's all.
That's fucking business. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put niggas like that on the song so you can get their fans.
Oh yeah, but that's all I'm saying. But yeah, it wasn't a great song. It was good promotion. It was good promotion. But what else on there? That album trash, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That joint, just looking at the joint, the title, this joint is a little, it's trash.
And he came back right after that with the Dynasty that had Mac in them on most of that shit. What I'm saying is...
Mac on this joint too, nigga.
He on that joint, but what I'm saying is that then he came back with the Dynasty album that kind of made up for him nosediving. So he went up. Volume 3, he was coming down rapidly, and then Dynasty saved him and brung him back up. And then you got Blueprint and all that shit. But what I'm saying is, without them Philly niggas after that Volume 2, that nigga would have nosedived, bro. Volume 3.
All right, if that's the case, what happened when he got rid of him completely? He still was on fire.
When was he on fire? Because we already got you on record. When he got rid of him, the first album he came out with was Kingdom Come. You already on record saying...
Kingdom Come, he got rid of him before that. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't. Kingdom Come
came out.
Kingdom Come came out 06. That was the last album before that was Black Album. They was still with him on Black Album. Kingdom Come is the first album he dropped when them niggas was gone. That shit nosedive. You already said it was trash. And we not gonna act like...
06.
Huh? Yeah. That's after they broke. That was his first album after they split. After he got rid of all of them. And he didn't really get rid of all of them.
What was the album before that?
Huh?
And what album came before that?
I think the Black Album came out before that.
Yeah.
In 04.
He was 03.
Yeah, he was still with them. He was still with them. The first album without all Mac and all them around was Kingdom Come, and that shit was trash. The best album, then he put out American Gangster. That joint got some... But what I'm saying is, man, if you really look at it, man, them Philly...
Blueprint 3 got fire on it.
Nigga, that's years later. That's years later, my nigga. And the Blueprint...
Nigga, his first album, before you met him, dudes, is a fucking classic. So what are you talking about?
What first album?
Jay's first album was a classic.
Reasonable Doubt?
Yes.
Yeah, but Reasonable Doubt didn't go... Reasonable Doubt, again, like I tell people, Reasonable Doubt didn't take off till after Volume 2 took off.
We're not talking about sales. We're talking about the shit he said out of his mouth. That's just a classic.
Yes, but again, like I said, you got people that listened to it when it was a classic, and you got some people that went double back once Volume 2 was out.
But what does that mean? What does that matter? I don't give a fuck if it took you 10 years to realize.
What I'm saying is when everybody realized Jay was that nigga, them other guys was gone and them Philly niggas was there.
Them Philly niggas wasn't there when he made his doubt. That's the point I'm making.
But them other guys was there, and that's why he wasn't recognized.
What other guys was there?
Biggie and Pac. That's why Jay is.
But listen,
come on, man.
I'm trying to understand why does that matter? Just because it wasn't recognized when it came out does not mean it ain't good music.
It doesn't mean that. What I'm saying is a lot of people jump on waves when shit become hot. When somebody become hot. And what I'm saying is a lot of people didn't jump on Jay Wave until Volume 2. And then if you equate Philly into it, by the time Volume 2 came out, Beanie Siegel was already affiliated with them.
That's what happens to everybody. It takes for somebody to jump on your wave for you to become hot. Right?
What I'm saying is by the time Jay popped off, Beans was already there, good brother. When Jay popped off and everybody in Philly...
My point is he was making good music before he met any of them dudes. So what the fuck? What does that mean?
I'm saying they kept that brother afloat is what I'm saying. That's what that mean. They kept that brother afloat. He kept them around long enough where I could take this from that one, this from that one, this from that one, and it takes me up here.
Listen. Just let me say this first. All the niggas from Philly was hot. I ain't gonna say like they was trash, but if they kept him afloat, why they couldn't keep themselves afloat?
Bro, because first of all, you got them niggas sitting. You shelving them, and then it goes back to what I'm telling. Time out. Yes, but then it goes back to the shit that I'm telling you. Like, Beans got a couple Johns on his album that was picked to be singles that shouldn't have been singles. That was like songs that you, like, we need you to make this type of song. What I'm saying is if you let them Philly boys just go win and work they fucking magic and do it, we ain't gonna act like they didn't have hits.
No, they
okay then. And I already told you the movie that was ran by the main man that said he run your store, the record store up there. So what I'm saying is we already know that Philly artists get fucked all type of times. Pause. That's just it. And for everybody that doesn't know, I was okay with somebody that owned the record store. And they owned the record store around the time when, what was it? Bean's second album? I got, whenever Cisco album dropped, they had the Thong album on it. Thong Song album on it. Came out around the same time as Beanie Siegel. And this brother told me that Def Jam came to his store. They set up the promotional scenes in the store. And they told him for everybody that comes to the store to buy a Beanie Siegel album, which had to have been the reason. When they come to buy a Beanie Siegel album, ring it up as if they bought Cisco's album. And that's why Cisco album did whatever it did and Mac's album didn't do. Whether the story is true or not, I don't know. But this brother owned a record store, and that's what he told me. And the first thing... Huh?
I could believe that.
And the first thing that I said out my mouth is, that's foul as shit because most of Mac's sales is going to come from Philly. So they go to the stores in his city and tell them to ring another album up when somebody come by your album. That's sabotaging Philly shit. But people don't...
Let me ask you this question. I know all of these albums had hits on them. But how many hits did Chris and Eve have on the album?
They didn't get a chance to have hits. Chris and Eve,
I'm talking about
Can't Stop. They got one. They probably got like 2 hits.
Two?
There was official hits you talking about?
No, I'm talking about to you. That you feel like it was a hit.
Oh no, they got way more. They got way more shit than that. That's what I'm saying. That especially their first album. They could have had like 4 or 5 singles off that album, 4 or 5 videos. That song alone, but even with that, if they did that to Mac, ain't no telling what they did to Chris and everybody else that was They dropped albums from this city. You see what I'm saying? They was all through Def Jam, so they spiked up Cisco numbers and shitted on Mac. So who's to say they ain't been doing that for all Philly artists? That's what I'm saying when I say that shit don't be about music. This shit is about business and everything else. That's what it's about. And that shit you say about motherfuckers scared of Philly niggas and partially I believe it because they know you not gonna put a real Philly nigga in no position. You see how Philly niggas be tripping already.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers from Philly, they be tripping on. You let a motherfucker get $1 billion from Philly and he a rapper or something. They fear that shit, man. They don't, because Philly is not like anywhere else. Anywhere you go, everybody love Philly people, first of all. That's why I don't understand why they corrupt our minds that we gotta sound like everybody else. That's bullshit. You can go to, and you can put a person from Philly in any city, and within 10, 20 minutes, motherfuckers gonna adapt to how they moving. It's a fact. It's a fact. I've seen it happen. Like, even you see people put parties that motherfuckers, we from Philly, and that party just turned totally different.
Yeah.
It turned totally different. So if you already know this from going out places, why the fuck do you gotta try to be like somebody else? Why are these record labels, these managers and everything else pushing you to sound like somebody else, to do like somebody else? No, they love us everywhere. We could come out with anything. The way motherfuckers is saying ops and all that, that's how they supposed to be stealing from Philly. Because Philly is thorough like that. We're not supposed to be the one saying everybody else. No, they supposed to be saying our shit. But they let us get brainwashed that we got to do what everybody else is doing. And that's just a fact. Like, if you can't see that, if you in the music game and you can't see that, if you are radio personality or you some type of DJ and you can't see the fucking play, you don't need to be in this field. That field is not for you. If you think this shit is all about music, that's all it's about, then you don't need to be in the field because, as Vito would say, obviously you have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it a secret.
It's never been about the music, though.
It's never been about the music, but some motherfuckers that get brainwashed to thinking it's about the music. So I tell you what happens. Oh, we need to make music like Lil Baby, make music like Lil Baby, and make songs like that. And then when the album come out, everybody around the fucking world is saying this motherfucker sound just like Lil Baby. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Perfect scenario, right? Tory Lanez, he came at Cassidy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing everybody said was, no, he didn't shit. Not that he shitted on Cassidy. They like, he stole Meek flow. Motherfuckers point that shit out. Motherfuckers see that. Like, they don't care about if it's hot or not. They just want you to be original. Like, motherfuckers see that. Damn, he stole it. He smoked Cassidy, but he stole Meek flow. And that's what everybody seen. And everybody...
But I think that was, like, on purpose. Using Meek flow.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that it wasn't on purpose. What I'm saying is the fans. The fans, that's the first thing they notice. Oh, he rapping like Meek. So my point is, when these motherfuckers is saying you need to make music like this person or that person because they're trying to make a penny off of you, you're not realizing that the fans are saying, oh, this motherfucker just sound like a knockoff version of this person or that person.
Which in all reality, it makes no sense because that person who makes the music that way, people want to hear that way from him. What makes you think they hear that style from you? That's right. Not your style.
And my thing is this. Everywhere, it's not a city in this world that if you say rap and you say I rap and I'm from Philly, the first thing motherfuckers say is, oh, Philly got spitters. So what I'm saying is, you know we thorough. You know everybody gravitate to us. You know everybody in this city is spitters. Why the fuck are y'all corrupting the artists that make music that sound like everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
It's business. This shit is business. Before we get out of here, Vito, we got to do a couple overhyped new caps. Well, I already said this, but I want to know from you. Do you think it's overhyped? No cap. Battle rappers' music get overlooked because people just want to see them battle rap. Is that overhyped? No cap.
That's no cat because a lot of niggas think battle rappers only make battle rap music.
Right. Right. I also say no cap because I just think you just get stuck in your ways. That's just like if you a hardcore Nas or Jay-Z fan and they come out with an album and they try something new, you be like, ah man, they shit is just stuck to, you know what I mean? So I think sometimes that gets in motherfuckers' heads. Okay. Overhyped, no cap. Aaron Rodgers is MVP material in the regular season, but a subpar player in the playoffs. Is that overhyped or no cap, Vito?
I feel like that's overhyped because a lot of the times in the playoffs, he comes up against the 49ers and he just can't win. That's all.
Okay.
No, besides that, no, he's MVP all the way around the board, but it's just sometimes it just be that day that somebody having a better game because he still be having good games in the playoff games. But at the end of the day, we can't do everything.
I think that's no cap. He does have good games in the playoffs, but he's supposed to have great games in the playoffs, and he just doesn't have them. And I hate to say it, and a lot of, to me, what may be a factor into it is the division he playing in. Because he's playing the Detroit Lions twice. They're trash. He's playing Chicago twice. They're trash. You don't know what you're going to get with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota from week to week. So what I'm saying is he's dominating that division 6 times a year and everything looking good. So when you get in the playoffs and you got to play real niggas, it's like...
It's not like he's getting bounced in the first round in the playoffs.
It doesn't matter. He's getting bounced. And most of the times when he get bounced, it's like he disappeared against y'all.
Because we got his number. Every time we play against him, we do the thing to him. But think about all them other playoffs.
Are y'all the only ones that knock? Y'all didn't knock him out last year. Y'all didn't knock him out last year.
He be going missing in them playoff games.
I don't know, man. To me, Aaron Rodgers, what I'm starting to see is Aaron Rodgers needs a whole fucking team and a village to win in the playoffs. It gotta be, bro.
He needs a couple defenders. That's what he needs. Because he can put up all the points he wants. But if they can't stop nobody, or if they can't block nobody.
But what I'm saying is he didn't put up the points.
Huh?
He didn't put up no points. He played horrible that game.
No, everybody has a bad game, is what I'm saying.
Yes, but what I'm saying, majority of his bad games is when it counts.
No, majority of the bad games is against the 49ers.
That's bull. Y'all didn't play them last year in the playoffs, and they got.
Game, you can't say that because, like I said, it ain't like he always gets bounced in his first playoff, his first game of playoffs. He usually wins a game or two.
Whether you get bounced the first game or the second game, it makes no difference. Every year since his coach.
Hold on, man. Hold on. If a motherfucker goes to the playoffs and they get bounced the first round every year, you would say the nigga can't win the first round of playoffs. So then now that you're saying the first round and second round don't matter, it does make a fucking difference.
Well, what I was about to say actually is a lot of times it's equivalent to him losing in the second round because the last 2-3 years he got the number 1 seed, so they always have a bye the first week. So he either comes in and gets bounced, or
he's sweeping his division. That's only 6 games. That means he's got to win at least fucking what's that 6?
Yeah,
you gotta win at least 6
games. So you're playing 6 games, and then you gonna play at least 2 bad teams from whatever other division your division is playing. They bottom 2 teams. That's another 2 wins. That gets you to 8 right there.
Well, you can say that about everybody except for the NFC East, because that's the hardest division. That's the case. Everybody else, the division ain't hard, really.
And what do I tell you? I don't take anybody from the NFC East serious because they're.
No, I mean, listen, the hardest division is the NFC West. Is what I meant.
Yes, that is.
Every other division kind of similar besides ours. What other division is loaded like our division?
Nah, it's a couple divisions that got at
What?
least whatchamacall, our division got 3. Not the South. Not. I'm trying to think. And
Yeah, we
AFC.
got 4 on any given year.
AFC. Well, here's the thing. I feel the same way about the AFC West. What I feel as though is if they just did records, I think the AFC West and NFC West would have, if not every team in every year.
AFC West. You talking about
Kansas City, the Chargers, Denver had a bad year, but Vegas.
who else?
Vegas.
Chargers and
Who? And
who
Vegas.
else in this season?
And Vegas. Vegas, the
Vegas?
Chargers,
And
Kansas City, and Denver.
And Denver ain't been good in I don't know how
That's
long.
why I said Denver's a down team. But
Vegas
Arizona.
ain't been good in I don't know fucking how long.
Who?
And
Who
and
ain't?
the Chargers just became good when they got Herbert, so they only been good for 2 years.
Yeah,
They
but
still
we
ain't
ain't
good.
going to act like
They already
Arizona.
got one
Arizona just got good.
Who? The Chargers just got good.
No, I said Arizona just got good too. We ain't going to act like Arizona been. And in the last couple years, it's always been, our division has been tight, but it's always been either us in Seattle or y'all in Seattle. That's been like for the last 4 years. So
Yeah, but we consistently had the best division.
yes, y'all
Them
do.
Bulls ain't that division. I think the AFC best division is one with Pittsburgh.
Yes,
and
that
Browns
division
and,
is another great
Baltimore.
division too. And Cincinnati was the surprise in that division. Usually they would have been the down team. But yeah, that's it. That's another good division. But yeah, so that my thing is this, man. Aaron Rodgers is one of them guys. He gotta have a whole team and a village, bro. I'm telling you, it's already been proven. He give you the numbers in the regular season. He could be MVP every year.
He won a Super Bowl, didn't he?
One. And
Okay,
that's
how many people got one?
but see this is what I'm saying. This is my thing, Vito. How when you playing in the league, right? We 12 years removed from his Super Bowl. So how long are you going to give Aaron Rodgers credit on the Super Bowl that he won in 2010? I can see if you comparing a bunch of people that's retired.
Man, you've been hyping up Matthew Stafford this whole season. He ain't won none.
What I'm saying is Matthew Stafford is what I just say about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers needs a team. Matthew Stafford is showing the same thing. But even with that, Aaron Rodgers ain't never had a team like Matthew Stafford. Like, we're not going to. No.
Exactly.
No.
He never had a team like Matthew Stafford is playing for now.
No. And he's never had a team like Matthew Stafford.
This is the best team he ever played for.
Listen.
Aaron Rodgers ain't never had a team like that.
Listen to what I'm going to tell you. I don't know where you trying to confuse it, Vito. Whoever you think is top 10 quarterbacks in the league, let's not even do top 10. Let's do top 7. Whoever you got in your top 7 quarterbacks in the league have never played on a team like Matthew Stafford's Detroit Lions. I don't care what you're saying. Aaron Rodgers never played on the. What are you talking about? Aaron Rodgers has 2 nice running backs.
Who?
What do you mean?
Name him.
Aaron Jones?
No, when he won the Super Bowl, what is you talking about? Who he had?
Man, you talking about when he had this.
Exactly.
It's been so long since he won the Super Bowl. I gotta go look back at that. But
I think the year he won the Super Bowl, he had Greg Jennings as his number 1 receiver. Come on, man.
and
He
listen,
ain't never had a running back, so we're not gonna do that.
listen to what Aaron Jones and them is good running backs. What I'm saying is you making up excuses for Aaron Rodgers, good brother.
What excuse did I just
That
make?
you-
You just made excuses.
What I'm saying is he's
he's
still in the league, right?
Huh?
Aaron Rodgers is still in the league, so all these guys like Aaron Rodgers and what you're saying is okay, perfect scenario, right? Aaron Rodgers won his only chip, Matthew Stafford rookie year. Now that you're saying something, so he had a way better team, and he's had a better team every year. But since that year, he's done nothing. So you're still giving him credit.
He's in the playoffs almost every year. What you talking about?
And every year his division is trash, and every year he gets bounced in the playoffs and does nothing. And we still put him up there every year, basically off what he does in the regular season.
Nigga, when you told me all the shit that Matthew Stafford,
we're not gonna do Matt. Listen, we're not gonna make it about Matthew Stafford because originally Matthew Stafford wasn't in my top 5. All the stuff that I said was about Matthew Stafford is because y'all shit on Matthew Stafford. But what I'm saying is, you say rings don't matter. You say it's just off talent. But talent for talent, Aaron Rodgers ain't won a championship in over 10 years. He's done the same shit. He get the numbers in the regular season. He gets a fucking bye. He wins maybe one playoff game and he gets bounced every year. Okay. So we're still listen. Hold on, but let me finish. So now, listen to what I'm saying. So this year coming in, he got bounced last year. The same way he did the year before that. And every year he's going to come in and you're going to rank him. Not you, but I'm saying the people. They're going to rank him as a top 3 quarterback. And I'm saying,
ranking him as a top 5 quarterback still.
I'm saying, what are you ranking him off? What are you ranking him off? Just off of his numbers?
He drops that motherfucking ball in there like nobody else can.
But
he makes receivers look like fucking.
So you're talking about in the regular season.
He was arguably a top 5 receiver, led the league in touchdowns, all that shit. Jordan Nelson left, he wasn't shit. Fucking Cobb. He had Cobb.
Okay, but let me ask you this though, Vito. Let me ask you this though. Yes, but he don't make none of them look good when it counts.
Did you just not see motherfucking what's his name, Adam?
I seen Aaron Rodgers disappear. I seen Aaron Rodgers disappear against San Fran 2 weeks ago.
Everybody has bad games. What did you tell me?
But what I'm saying is he does it every year in the playoffs and every.
He don't. You can't say he does it every year.
He ain't won. Listen, we're 12 years removed, Vito. We're 12 years removed from him winning a chip. 12 years. That means every year.
If the nigga in it who probably ain't even won the chip.
I'm saying, what are we putting him top 5? What is the criteria?
How many niggas in the league right now are better than him, in your opinion, since you're saying this?
I don't know. I got to reevaluate it. But my thing is this, Vito.
Right on top. Just right on top. Give me how many you got in front of him.
Quarterbacks? Not that many. I got Russ. I've always had Russ in front of him.
Me too.
I got Russ in front of him for sure. I think Brady. I got Brady over him.
Okay, that's arguable, but go ahead. I have this too. That's it.
Nah, probably got Breeze over him too. If you.
Who's they playing right now?
Well, well, you talking about just niggas playing? Okay,
yeah.
So let's say both the quarterbacks playing in the Super Bowl, I take over him.
Who?
Both of them, Stafford, Burrow.
Neither one of them. I said who's better than him.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Time out. Listen to what I'm saying. The same shit that I'm knocking Aaron Rodgers for, these boys is doing. Burrow came back every playoff game. He's showing up. He's showing up when Aaron Rodgers disappeared. Matthew Stafford showed up. Aaron Rodgers.
Still young. He just started. He's having a good season. The same way how Aaron Rodgers went to the Super Bowl that year. He had a good season.
Bro, what I'm saying is.
Matthew Stafford, 15 years in the league. He finally having
yes, a good Matthew Stafford finally got a good team. What I'm saying is, this is the perfect example, right? Them 12 years, Matthew Stafford made it to the playoffs 3 times. And we all know he didn't have no team. And them 12 years, Aaron Rodgers made it to the playoffs and did shit. They both accomplished the same thing. One had a team, one didn't. Huh?
How can they accomplish?
Because like I always tell you, Vito, regular season shit is moral victories. I always tell you this. Regular season shit.
It's the same thing if one is going to the playoffs every year. That's not the same thing.
My nigga, when you take into consider if this was basketball, it would have been different. But this is football and it's a team sport. Every year, Aaron Rodgers has had, like I said, anybody right now that you put as top 5 quarterback, and none of them have never played on a team like Detroit Lions. None of them.
Aaron Rodgers' team wasn't much better than Detroit.
Bro, you lying, bro. You lying. Aaron Rodgers.
When he was in the Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers, bro.
You can't name it. You can't name dudes until recently.
Don't worry about it. It'll all
his receivers.
It'll all be on the screen. Their defensive ranks that year and all of that will be on the screen. What I'm saying is, bro, you making up too many excuses for Aaron Rodgers.
What if you are you not listening to yourself? You're the one making the excuses.
I'm not making no excuses. What I'm saying is,
the reason why he wasn't shit. Because he played on the bum ass team.
Well, no, that's not the case, because now my argument is 100% solidified. Because as soon as he get a team, he go to the Super Bowl.
You helped make my point. Aaron Rodgers never played on a team as good as a team.
My nigga, Aaron Rodgers is the number 1 seed every year. Okay, he's the number 1 seed. That means you're the best team.
Play with as much talent as the LA Rams had.
You're making what I'm saying, bro. Listen, all right, let's change it then. Let's change it like that. You looking at this one season again? Like I said, Aaron Rodgers on them number 1 seed teams compared to Matthew Stafford on them teams that was going for worst record. They're the same, bro. They both put up numbers in the regular season, and if they make it to the postseason, they do nothing. We give Aaron.
He made it to the postseason how many times compared to Aaron Rodgers?
He made it 3 times. This is 4th time.
The MVP of the league.
What you're missing again? Let me slow it down for you. Again, what I'm saying is, if you give Matthew Stafford any type of good team like he has now, the flip side of that is Green Bay has had the best team in the NFC like the last 3 years.
No, they have. They've had Aaron Rodgers.
They've had the best record. What I'm saying, it doesn't, bro. If Aaron Rodgers throwing for 345 in the regular season and 3 touchdowns, and then every time he get bounced, he throw for 300, 2 interceptions, and come on, bro.
With Megatron, man.
Man, you keep talking about Megatron. We're saying Aaron Rodgers hasn't won shit. Let me ask you this. I'm glad because I want to get to the last one. But let me ask you this, right? I'm glad you mentioned Megatron. Is Megatron top 5 receiver all time? Yes or no?
Yeah, right off top, I'm gonna say yeah, but I would have to actually see a list of the top.
Okay, let me do you one better, right?
Not solidified, but
let me do you one better. Barry Sanders, is he top 5 running back all time?
Absolutely.
Let me ask you one more question. Are we naturally, subconsciously racist towards shit? Yeah or no?
Yeah.
I'm before we go to the next one, listen, right? Matthew Stafford, top 5 in amongst active everything, as a Detroit Lion on a bad team. He don't get no credit. He's a white boy. Barry Sanders, time out. Let me finish. Let me get this shit off. Barry Sanders played on a team. Barry Sanders played on a Detroit Lion team that never did shit. He was the most exciting player. They never won shit. Everybody puts him in the top 5. Megatron, time out. Let me finish. Megatron played on the same fucking Detroit team and never won a playoff game, just like Matthew Stafford. He played on all them teams. All the records that Megatron got come from Matthew Stafford. All his best numbers during his career, because he played 2 seasons without Matthew, come from Matthew. But yet, we'll put him top 5. We'll put Barry top 5s. Everybody say Barry number 1. They never won shit. They never won shit, but we'll make every excuse in the world. Like,
Matthew Stafford is not a great quarterback. Barry Sanders is a great running back. Megatron is a great receiver. That's the difference.
So you say. That's your.
So everybody, you can't name one motherfucker that's going to put Matthew Stafford even.
It's not about what up. Listen, no, it's not about that, because the reason why I mentioned those people is because a lot of people say Barry Sanders. We've had the show on. Barry Sanders got held back because Detroit team wasn't shit, and you give him a pass. Megatron got held back.
How did he get held back? Listen, if he didn't retire, he probably would have.
He retired because he was playing for a franchise. To this day, they don't know what they doing. They don't draft right. With Stafford and Megatron was going through was the same thing Barry Sanders went through. We still give them guys credit, but we say, oh no, Matthew Stafford ain't shit because he never won. They never won neither.
Exceptional talent at the position. Matthew Stafford is not.
I'm going to ask you this, right? Before we go to the last one. Matthew Stafford just beat y'all, right? In the playoffs, right? Matthew Stafford lost to y'all in the regular season twice, right?
Yeah.
Enough said. When it counts. That's what it's about. We not talking regular season shit. When it counts. Listen, flip side of that. The reason why I said that, hold on, I'm not bragging. Hold on, I'm not bragging. Hold on, Vito. I'm not bragging. I just want to make a point, right?
What did I say? I didn't say anything about bragging.
Time out.
You always take credit away from.
No. You didn't let me finish though.
First and foremost, people's careers are made on the regular season. For one, and for two, you don't get to the playoffs without winning games.
Your career, you're great. You exactly what I wanted to say. Your career is made off of regular season. Your legend is made off the playoffs. My thing that
Barry wasn't a playoff ball. He's a fucking legend.
Yes, Barry is a legend, and I'm telling you, we give him extra credit because of the same stuff. We're not. But hold on, let me just finish this last statement. My point is saying that we lost to y'all twice in the regular season, but when it counted, Matthew Stafford beat y'all. My point is saying that was the original statement. Aaron Rodgers being subpar, because Aaron Rodgers is the same guy that drove down the fucking field with how much time left in the regular season to kick a field goal to kick a field goal to beat y'all.
He beat us when they counted in the playoffs, right?
Huh?
Yeah. This is his first time actually winning in the playoffs.
It doesn't matter. What I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
Listen to what I'm telling you. My argument has been for the last couple of weeks, when Matthew Stafford has never had a team, watch what he do when he get a team. That's been my argument.
If
now,
he's good, Barry Sanders never have a team. What did he do? Hall of Fame staff.
Listen to what
Listen
to what I just said. Regular season makes your career. Regular season makes your career. After Matthew Stafford wins the Super Bowl, you just asked me a couple episodes ago, was he Hall of Fame? I said not yet. But when he wins the Super Bowl, he will be Hall of Fame. But again, like I said, the regular season shows nothing, because Aaron Rodgers, in those little bit of seconds, he came down and he crushed y'all. And then he played the same team when it counted, and it didn't even come down to that because he totally fucking disappeared. And then it's the opposite with Matthew Stafford. Regular season, he didn't play good against San Fran. When it fucking counted, he put the dagger in them niggas. That's the difference.
He played good. Matthew Stafford played good against us in the regular season too. Y'all just lost.
He played okay against y'all. Okay, last though.
He had better numbers in the regular season than he did, because it ain't like he did a whole lot in this fucking playoff game.
What are you talking about? Did you see Cooper Kupp numbers? Damn near had 200 reception yards. What are you talking about? He threw for damn near 300, just the two guys, him and Cooper Kupp and Odell, just them two. I didn't even mention the tight ends and all.
300 damn near every game.
Come on, man. Not against y'all in the regular season. You better check his numbers. He turned that shit up against y'all. That's what great. That's what
once again, you are a prisoner of the moment. You're talking about something that just happened because.
No, I'm talking about what I. No, this doesn't. This nothing have.
Over 10 years.
This doesn't have nothing to do with it. It doesn't have to be the moment, because we started this conversation episodes ago, like at least 5 episodes ago, with Mike and Kyle.
Because you always go crazy about something that's in the moment.
No, we're not in the. Like I told y'all that first day, I've always said team. I've always said team. Y'all have said Megatron. I've always said team. But what I'm saying is the same excuses you making. You just said, turned around, said Aaron Rodgers don't really be having good teams like that. That's bullshit. Like you making excuses for him.
Who we be having?
What do you mean? He's always got a top receiver.
Who?
Fuck you mean? Devontae?
Who we having for Devontae?
Yeah, no. Time out. He's had multiple niggas. He had Cobb. He had Nelson. He had fucking what's the nigga you just named earlier? That was after No, the nigga that was after Driver and them. Jennings. He had Jennings. He had a lot of niggas.
Hold on. First and foremost, Jennings was never a top 5 receiver.
Bro, it doesn't matter if you were top 5. He had Finley. He had the tight end Finley. Listen, he had the tight end Jermichael.
Jennings was without Green Bay. Think about how good Jordan Nelson was without Green Bay.
Bro, you can say that about a lot of players.
Without Green Bay,
you can say that about a lot of players. You can say that about a lot of players, bro. That don't mean nothing because they don't. It's all about system. It's all about the system. It don't got nothing to do with the quarterback. If a motherfucker, if a motherfucker was a slot receiver and all he's doing is running these one routes because this is the type.
Sir. Let me break something down to you that most motherfuckers don't realize. Seattle Seahawks. You know, everybody says the year they won the Super Bowl. Oh, it's because of their defense. Okay, I get it. You can credit, but most motherfuckers don't realize that they had that same defense before Russell Wilson got there. And they
Vito, what I understand what you're saying, but what the hell does that got to do with anything we talking about? We talking about
the system, nigga. It's the fucking quarterback.
No, it's the system. What I'm saying is a lot of times quarterbacks have receivers make them look good. Tight ends especially look good in one system, then they go to another. Jimmy Graham is a fucking perfect example. Jimmy Graham, he played for New Orleans. He played in one system. He wanted money like a fucking wide receiver. He goes somewhere else. He never was the same. Why? Because he went to offenses that ran different fucking systems. Not just him, it's countless niggas out there. So that shit does not matter.
Same system, and they had the same defense before Russell Wilson got there, and didn't make the fucking playoffs.
So what about? So you mean to tell me it's never been nobody that didn't do nothing with a great quarterback and then went somewhere and had better numbers?
I'm not saying it's not.
I'm asking you, is there? I mean, we can look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's just all about.
I'm thinking you would know.
It's just all about your system, bro. Just because a nigga leave.
Look at, listen. I'm 100% feel you on the system because the system can hold certain players back. But look at Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice consistently 1,000 yards with San Fran. In his older age, he left San Fran got 1,000 yards with Seattle, 1,000 yards with the Ravens.
Yes, that's cool and all. That's cool and all, but that shit don't got nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers disappearing when it counts, brother.
You said systems. You make up your mind. It's the system of the quarterback. What you gonna do?
Bro, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers disappearing in the playoffs. You trying to throw all this system shit and all that. That's your shit.
You just brought that system shit up.
No, because you try to say niggas leave Aaron Rodgers and don't do nothing. And I said, that's bullshit. Don't think it's because of Aaron Rodgers. Nah, yeah, it's because they may go to a different system where they run in a totally different offense that they don't it don't attribute to what they do. And it'll look like they bad, but no.
When Carthy was there, he left. He with the Cowboys now. They got a whole new system over there now. Aaron Rodgers still doing his thing, ain't he?
And who not?
They had a whole different coach when he was, Who not?
Who?
Ain't Adam one of the top receivers right now?
What about him? Yeah, what about him?
Adam's one of the top receivers right now, right?
Devontae Adams, yes.
Yeah. Adams good. Listen, I don't know how you do quarterback for receiving. If the motherfucker quarterback ain't throwing you the ball, like for example, Cooper Kupp always been as good as he is, right?
Yes.
But with fucking Jared Goff, he wasn't getting the ball like that.
No, he was. He was. He was
Matthew Stafford he's throwing the ball every time.
Listen,
So
what I'm saying. He was a stack pack every year. Now,
But he didn't look. He didn't
Matthew
look
Stafford.
good other years.
Yes, Matthew Stafford boost his numbers. Matthew Stafford
That's my point because he's throwing the ball every time.
No. What I'm saying is, Cooper Kupp is just having an exceptional season, but we're not gonna act like he wasn't stack pack ball before that. He was already our top receiver. That was Jared Goff's favorite target. So he always got, but the difference is why his numbers is a lot better is because a lot of the times Matthew Stafford makes more plays than Jared Goff was missing on.
Exactly what I just said. Nigga, matter of fact, earlier.
But it's the same offense though. But it's the.
You said the same thing I said about fucking Adams. Why he wasn't in your top three? Because you don't know if Aaron Rodgers.
Right. I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers. Right. But again, that has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers being subpar in the playoffs. Vito, you dancing around this shit. It's like what you're saying, everything you're saying.
Okay, let me ask you this thing. What was Aaron Rodgers' numbers in the playoffs? Since you keep saying it.
Not good enough.
You don't even know. You just
not good enough. I watched the game. He didn't do shit. He did nothing. He did what
you talking about Cooper Kupp a stack pack every year. Besides this, he only been a stack one time. What are you talking about, my man?
Niggas, Cooper Kupp came in the year in the league the year we went to the Super Bowl. He got hurt.
In 2017, he had a stack. In 2019, and this year.
Listen to what I'm saying. He came in a year. The first year if he didn't get his stack his first year, he got hurt. He didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Well, no, the second year, 2018, he blew his knee out.
Okay, what's your point?
So one of them years, that's the year he didn't get a stack. If you're saying
he didn't get a stack 17, he didn't get a stack 18, he didn't get a stack 20.
18, 8. What do you mean? The 20 season just passed. What are you talking about?
No, 21 season just
passed. Listen, it'll be
this year. He didn't get one last year. He got one the year before that, and the 2 years before that, he didn't get a stack.
Bro, he had a stack.
I'm looking at him. He got a stack twice, and 3 times he don't got it. So that's not a stack pack every year.
Okay, Vito. Okay. At the end of the day, like I'm gonna tell you, cause you kind of I told you like doing this shit when you don't want to be wrong. You just dance and bring everything else.
What do you mean?
But thank you for when we wanted, cause this episode wasn't listen. No, this segment was not about Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams, all these other guys you brung into the mix. All I said was Aaron Rodgers is 13-3 boy every year in the regular season, and he fucking disappears in the playoffs. I don't want to talk about Cooper Kupp or none of it. We're talking about Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford. Let's talk about the Super Bowl because they're in the Super Bowl. Don't talk about them with a guy that's not in the Super Bowl.
It don't necessarily have to do with
No. What I'm saying is them guys are still. I don't want to talk about guys that's still playing with guys that's not still playing. That's two different conversations. If you're going to talk about Matthew Stafford, let's talk about Joe Burrow. Right now, that's the only one that's still there with him. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about nobody that's home. I don't want to talk about Jimmy G. I don't want to talk about Mahomes. I don't want to talk about if we're going to talk about Stafford, then we can only talk about Burrow because that's the only person that's there right now with him is Burrow. Other than that,
and we told you just said a whole bunch of guys is better than him. So what do you really think?
It's better than who?
Than Matthew Stafford. What are you talking about?
Okay, if you say all them guys that you,
who did I tell you? Joe Burrow.
All them guys you say. Listen to what I'm saying. All them guys you're saying are better than Matthew Stafford. All them guys, along with you, are gonna watch Matthew Stafford get a fucking ring. And the first thing that everybody on these sport networks, listen, time out. I guarantee it. Look. I'm going to look into the camera. I'm going to take my glasses off for this one. I'm going to cock my hat down. I got to explain it because Vito can't see right now. Listen to what I'm saying. I guarantee you, after Matthew Stafford wins the championship, the talk will be, if he would have been left Detroit, how many rings he would have right now. I guarantee it. You know why? You know why? Because
everybody else is going to be a prisoner of the moment if he wins the ring.
you know why? No, because everybody ride waves. Everybody ride waves. Everybody just want.
I'm sitting here looking at Aaron Rodgers' playoff numbers. You got him way fucked up.
Aaron Rodgers. Listen, you're looking at the wrong numbers. If you're looking at playoff numbers, there's only two numbers that matter. And that's your wins and your losses. That's it. That's it. Super Bowl wins. That's all we talking about. None of that other shit don't matter, Vito. None of it.
Listen, he got more playoff wins than most of the quarterbacks in the league.
He doesn't have more. Listen, I'll do you one better, right? Aaron Rodgers, since you're saying that, I can almost guarantee that he got more playoff rings. How many more playoff wins does he got then? I mean, what did you say? He got more playoff wins, right? Wins, okay. Do he got more playoff wins than Big Ben? They just retired? Ben Roethlisberger? Because he don't got more rings than him, so I don't give a fuck about wins. I'm only worried about rings.
You just said it's only about what the fuck?
It's about rings. It's about rings.
Now you don't give a fuck about
rings. It's about rings and things. I've been told you that, Vito. I told you a couple weeks ago. Me and you pop shit, but I told you regular shit is moral.
It wasn't about the win. You don't give a fuck about the win. It's all about the win.
You're talking about what I'm saying is the big game. I just told you, every year he has the number one seed. He's either going home his first round. He's either going home his first round or his second round. And that's it. He gets a playoff win and goes home.
So would you rather have a team that doesn't make the playoffs at all or make the playoffs every year and not win the Super Bowl?
I got a better question for you.
No, I would rather answer my question.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you're gonna go to the play,
hold on.
Listen to I'm answering your question. I'm gonna answer your question like this. If you're gonna go to the playoffs every year, but you're not gonna win a ring, you do not deserve to be called a superstar or played like a superstar. That's it.
That's not what I asked.
What did you ask?
I asked if you rather have a team that goes to the playoffs every year and not win the Super Bowl, or just have a team that doesn't go to the playoffs at all.
Me and you already talked about this, Vito. That's moral.
Answer my question.
I want a team that's gonna win the Super Bowl. This shit is not about moral victories. What I'm saying is to you. Listen to what I'm answering to you. Like I always tell you, Vito. And
hold on.
Listen, we're running over on this topic, but I just told you
answered everything but what I asked.
Listen to what I tell you. What did I tell you? I said regular season is what? Regular season is what? When I said regular season wins is what? Moral victory, right? I don't give a fuck about. I told you that weeks ago, right? When you and I was talking. That's all that mattered. You and I was talking, I said, Vito, you got to beat somebody when it counts. All the regular season shit is moral victory. If our team make it to the playoffs and y'all don't, it's still moral victory. That's what I told you. So we're not going to do that. Huh?
All this hyping up of Matthew Stafford you've been doing all season prior to the Super Bowl. That means all that shit meant nothing because he hasn't won nothing prior to, right?
Yes, he hasn't won nothing. But what I'm
answer my question I asked you before that. Would you rather have a team that goes to
I answered it. I'd rather have a team that wins the Super Bowl. I'm not with moral victories. Going to the playoffs, listen to what I'm going to say. The last thing I'm going to say on this. Going to the playoffs and not winning the Super Bowl, I would rather have, they're the same thing. If you go to the playoffs and never win the Super Bowl, it's the same. I'm answering it. Neither. I want the team that's going to win the Super Bowl. Like I'm trying to explain to you, Vito. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me explain it to you, Vito. Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't win the Super Bowl, the season is all about one thing.
How would you have any team? Because the same team that wins the Super Bowl every year. So that means whoever wins the Super Bowl, that's your team. What you telling me?
Yes, you're not asking me you're asking me which team would I rather have. What I'm saying is my Rams, listen, I never answered nothing yet. Rams going 3-13 is the same thing as the Rams going 13-3 and losing in the first round. It's the same shit. To me it is. And like I said, because you're trying to spend 10 minutes on some shit that I told you already. You're trying. I've already told you this weeks ago. I said, bro, unless we win the Super Bowl, all this shit is moral. I told you that.
Saying you would rather have a team that don't make the playoffs, then, right?
I would rather have a team win the Super Bowl. If you don't win the Super Bowl, everything else is the same. Everything else is the same. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't.
You're answering everything but what I asked.
It doesn't. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter.
Listen, I'm not going to go any further until you answer the question that was asked.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they don't win the Super Bowl, both seasons are a failure to me. Is that an answer for you?
So that means you would rather have a team that never makes the playoffs.
What I'm saying is, I'm not doing moral stuff. Making it to the playoffs means nothing if you're not winning the chip. That shit is moral shit.
So you said you don't do moral stuff. So when your team wins a regular season game, do you text me and talk shit when you thought that was gonna be this in the end of the season?
No. I did not. I never. Time out. I never text you. Time out. No, that was not a moral celebration because my thing wasn't we beating the shit out of y'all. I told you we was gonna beat y'all. My shit was like, don't look like y'all making the playoffs. That don't have nothing to do with us. That don't have nothing to do with us. All right? That don't have nothing. And when you text me, huh? What'd you say?
I said when you text me when y'all was 17 nothing. What did they text about?
The text was like the exact text was not we're beating the shit out of y'all. I thought we would. The exact text was it looks like y'all not going to the playoffs. Okay. That's what the text was.
Because y'all was beating us, right? So
because y'all wasn't playing good. See, that's where you're trying to spin it. The text had nothing. The text.
And you was talking shit.
Yes, talking shit is me saying we beating the shit out of y'all. That's moral victory. What you did afterwards was moral victory. What you did when you called me afterwards after y'all won, and I told you relax, that was regular season. My exact words for people that don't know, I told Vito, like I told Sheed and I said McVay let y'all get in the playoffs. He took his foot off the gas intentionally. That's what I told Vito. I said that shit don't matter unless you win the Super Bowl. So Vito prolonging us on some shit.
If that was the case, if you ain't gonna talk about none of that, you wouldn't need that.
The bid was on you. The bid was on you because of the previous episode with Mike and all of them in it. And listen.
But it's your team that we're playing
against. Listen to what I'm saying. If you go back and watch that, time out. If you all you got to do is go back and watch the episode with Mike and them. The episode with Mike and them ended with all our teams is in the playoffs. Are you going to be in the playoffs? That's why I sent you the text message because the game was 3-4 days.
You text me and y'all every time we lost the regular season game.
It was what?
So you're celebrating somebody else's team. That's a fucking moral.
I text you and said what? Wait. I text you and said what?
I said every time we lost, like I give context. We lost the Titans. You text me, y'all think. Why would you text me about
every time? Listen, Vito. Time out, Vito, because first of all, you got us on the subject way too long, and second of all, it's bullshit because every time, listen to what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to answer you. Every time that I've texted you about the 49ers, when they played Tennessee, that was previous to us just talking about George Kittle. So every time that y'all have lost, it wasn't no moral shit. It was just a couple days before the episode dropped. We was just talking about San Fran, and I hit you up about them guys you said with somebody that didn't do shit. So when y'all lost to Tennessee, it was right after you was talking shit, I believe, about George Kittle, and he did nothing. And he did nothing. He did nothing. So, no, you're confusing. You're confusing moral victories. You're confusing moral victories over me hitting you up saying, what was you saying about that person? Because they just lost. Yeah, because when them niggas lost, time out, because when them niggas lost, If you go back and look at your text messages, them niggas, multiple times y'all lost and George Kittle did nothing. And I pointed that shit out. So don't do that, Vito.
2 times we lost.
2 times I can pull. I just know that. Listen, I did just say something about Kittle. Good brother, me and you just had a whole fucking text message going back and forth about George Kittle when y'all lost on a Thursday. Who y'all played on Thursday night? Who y'all played on that Thursday night? Was it a Thursday night game or a Monday night game? It was one of them games. It either dropped the day before, and I said,
my man. So that means you would rather have a team that never makes the playoffs.
Listen to what I'm saying, because now, no. We're not going to just bounce from shit to shit, because what I'm saying is, when y'all just lost on a Thursday night, you just talked some shit about George Kittle.
You never answered that question.
I just answered your question. Every time that I text you, it's never about moral shit. It's all about who stunk it up, because you always talk that shit about George Kittle. Most of the games y'all lose, and I'm pretty sure by recollections, every game y'all lose, George Kittle's don't do shit.
That is not the question.
I answered the question already. I've answered every question you. Bro, I just told you I just told you, and you said, all right, I accept that. I said either one is still considered a failure. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want to listen, we got to get out of here. Let me ask you this last overhype or no cap, because we got to get up. And you did. I already answered the question. Last one, overhyped or no cap? Darko Milicic.
I ain't answering no more questions.
Well, you won't got to answer. My people. Darko, overhyped or no cap? Bro, it doesn't. Listen, what it's saying is it doesn't matter. Moral victories is more of a. I told you like this.
See, this is what you're trying. You know you.
Time out. Did I tell you? Time out. Did I tell you? Time out. Did I tell you via text, Vito? Yes or no? Did I tell you via text? If you don't win the Super Bowl, it's moral victory. Did I tell you that? Yes or no? Yes or no? No, I'm not talking about now. I told you that weeks ago after y'all won. I told y'all that weeks ago after y'all won. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah.
Easier to just simply answer the
yes or no, Vito? Did I tell you that a couple weeks ago? Moral victory. You happy about something that happened in the regular season?
Giving energy to everything but.
I would rather have the team that wins the Super Bowl. If you don't listen to me, let me make it more clearer. If you don't win the Super Bowl, it's equivalent. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's the same. Listen.
How hard is it to answer this question?
I answer it like this. Listen like this. I'll answer it so you can understand it, right?
No, I can understand.
Listen, you can understand it like this, right? Listen. Listen. A Jets fan right now is feeling the same way. A Jets fan right now is feeling the same way as a San Francisco 49er fan. They're feeling it.
I'm asking you something.
I'm saying a team that didn't make the playoffs, their fans are feeling the same shit you just felt when you just lost. A losing season. It doesn't matter. Making the playoffs or not doesn't matter. It's all about winning. Your team, if you're a fan, you're still. Bro, because I gave you my answer and you already said 10 minutes ago you'll accept that. But now you keep spinning back because you just tried to say some bullshit. You tried to say some bullshit. There was some bullshit. You trying to say that I'm telling you wins and no, I never said that. Every time I text you, it's about somebody. It's about somebody you just hyped up. So now you're trying to go back to the question that I've already asked time and time again. The question, listen.
Because you know, as soon as you answer the question, if you say I would rather have a team that never makes the playoffs, then that means you would never win nothing. And then if you would say I'd rather have a team that makes the playoffs but never win the Super Bowl, then that would mean moral victory.
Bro, none of Because listen, both of them is moral victory. The team that doesn't make the playoffs, the team that doesn't make the
team doesn't win a championship or Super Bowl in any sport. None of that shit matters. You don't celebrate.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter.
So how did you? So you only became a Rams fan because they won the Super Bowl that year?
No.
How did you become a Rams fan?
I became a Rams fan because of Eric Dickerson. That's why I became a Rams fan.
How many Super Bowls Eric Dickerson won?
He won none. But you asked me why I became a friend. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'll give you. Listen to what I'm telling you. You're gonna get. Listen to anybody that knows me for years, right? Anybody that knows me knows I'm gonna give you the same. Time out.
You become a Rams because of Eric Dickerson and Eric Dickerson.
What?
Eric Dickerson is before your era.
Eric Dickerson is when I was a kid. Exactly. When I was a little kid at first.
Eric Dickerson is before your era. You ain't know nothing about the fucking Rams Eric Dickerson played.
Anyway, listen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh,
okay. Whatever. Well, what about the bus? What about the bus? Because the bus played there before we won the Super Bowl.
Who?
The bus. Jerome Bettis. The bus. He played for us. Huh?
Okay.
Said, what about him? Anyway, let me finish. Like I was saying, anybody that knows me knows that when I'm a Rams fan, when we had them 3-13 season, I talk the same shit about the Rams that I do when we go to the playoffs. Same shit. Same shit. It's different. It's no different. It's all moral shit. And at the end of the day, whether we win 3 playoff games or we win 3 regular season games, it's the same shit. At the end of the season, when your season is over, if you didn't win the championship, you're feeling hurt.
If y'all beat Brady and them?
Huh?
Wasn't you talking shit after y'all beat Brady in the playoffs?
Nigga, I talk shit after we beat teams and we get our 3rd win and we go 3-11.
Is that not a moral celebration for a moral victory?
Nigga, that's talking shit. That's talking
shit because y'all won, right?
Huh? No, I never talk shit about the victory. Never about the.
Answer my question.
Listen, time out. You confusing talking shit. No. No, I'm not. Like, time out because you're confusing shit again. When I was talking shit about Tampa Bay, after we beat Tampa Bay, I wasn't talking shit. We beat the shit out of them and all. I was talking shit that Matthew Stafford, the guy that y'all said was 0 wins and all of that, he retired that boy. He put him away. That's what I was saying. So the Rams.
Right? And you're a fan of the Rams. So you was talking shit about your team, right?
I was talking shit about
the team.
Yes.
Wasn't the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So how is that not a moral victory?
It's not a moral victory because again, I didn't say we beat the shit out of them. My whole thing was
just because you didn't say we beat the shit out of them doesn't mean you wasn't.
No. My exact words when you go look on social media wasn't that we beat the shit out of them. My exact words was, where's all these guys that was saying bad shit about Matthew Stafford? That was my words. Don't try to twist my words. Don't try to tell me what I meant. No, because you're trying to tell me what I meant now. That's not what I said. What I said is, y'all, every time, listen.
Even though lost, would you have been saying the same thing?
Yes, in the loss, I would have been saying the same thing because they put Matthew Stafford. Because they put Matthew Stafford in that fucking situation. He had them niggas up.
Excuse me. You just said that after y'all won, you was asking niggas what was y'all saying about Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
If he lost, how could you have that same energy if he fucking lost?
My nigga, because he did not contribute to the loss. The game should have never. Listen.
Even if y'all lost.
The game, he put us up 17-0. The coach ran the ball from the beginning of the 3rd quarter till the game was tied. Our coach did that. That shit had nothing to do with Stafford. If you let Stafford continue to air the ball out, we would have blew Brady and them the fuck out. So, yes, if they would have came back, we go to overtime, they get the kick, win. Yes, I would have still talked shit about Matthew Stafford because the coach would have blew that game. That's the difference. Yes, I would have still talked shit. But my shit was, where's all you Matthew Stafford guys at? Because he's made the throws every game in the playoffs. Every game. He's made them plays. He's been clutching. Y'all said he didn't have that. That was my whole thing. Every time I talk shit, it's been about something y'all said. So, yeah.
Well, listen, I don't know if you think it makes it. Just because you're responding to something somebody said, you're still responding about your team. You're still talking shit.
Yes, it's talking shit, but what I'm saying.
You finally say, "Oh yeah, we nice."
Listen,
you're still saying it after the victory. It's
a difference of what I'm saying. Because my thing was, what are you saying about Matthew Stafford? Your thing was, what was you saying? Time out. Your thing was, what was you saying? We beat the shit out of y'all. We own y'all. That was your thing. Your thing was a moral victory. Mine wasn't. My thing was more so, I told you. Listen, my thing was more so of, I told y'all Matthew Stafford was a bull. Or I told you George Kittle ain't that nigga no more. My thing has always been a I told you thing. Your shit was, we own y'all, this, that. That was your shit.
Say your thing is, I told you so. You say that after the fact of the win or the loss.
When else can I say it? Listen to what I'm saying. If you and I go back and time out. If you and I go back and listen.
Why do you never answer questions?
Because it's equivalent to this. If you and I right now talk about Harden and I say he's a fucking bum, he don't do nothing, and then he come out and have 50, and the episode dropped tomorrow, and you text me and be like, what was you saying about Harden? That's you saying like, nigga, look, he just had 50. You was saying some other shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that shit. I'm saying, look, you just said this person. I'm not saying nothing about my team.
And that's still celebrating the nigga when he did something good after a fucking win. You're talking about your fucking team.
No, I'm talking about players. Because it's not just like
for your team, nigga.
No, not just because, like I said, we've had this conversation with George Kittle and after you lost.
Okay,
right after you said some dumb shit about George Kittle's this and that, and then he come out and put a dud up, and I hit you up and say, damn, what you say about George Kittle?
Why you text me before the game? Sorry for y'all lost in advance. So you knew y'all was gonna win, right?
Yeah, I knew I've been told you that. Uh-huh.
What do you call that?
That's me confident in my team. I told you. I've been telling y'all for weeks we was gonna beat you.
Confident team to win the game, right?
Yeah. So I'm saying sorry for your loss because I already know you gonna be on some bullshit like you was on. You know what I mean? I already knew you was gonna be.
You was celebrating y'all win before y'all even won, right?
Time out though, but I didn't just send it to you.
Huh?
I didn't just send it to you.
I don't know who you send it to.
I didn't just send it to you. First of all, I didn't just send it to you, and time out. Let me finish. Not only did I not send it to you, but I got the sorry for your loss in advance text sent to me first on Sunday, and I thought that was cute, and that's why I sent it to all y'all San Fran because somebody sent it to me. So.
You sent it out, though.
Yeah, because I knew we was going to beat you. I'm saying we've been going back and forth all week. You've been tagging me and shit, you and Sheed and all that. You know what I mean? I had to talk Sheed out of breaking his teeth. Man, like, let's not talk about no more losing shit, man. Let's end it on, you know what I mean? Because you bringing the vibe down talking about San Fran and Aaron Rodgers and everybody that's not playing right now.
You made it worse because you would never answer.
Yeah. But I already answered that shit. It's the same thing. My last.
Before we go any further, remember that shit you were talking about? Matt Stafford numbers was better after Megatron.
Yes.
Which I was mistaken.
Yes, but did you listen to the whole conversation? Listen, because I started to send you the clip, but I'm like, Vito's so lazy.
I looked the numbers up.
No. What I'm saying is, if you see the clip, you would have seen the article that was attached to it. And like I told you on the episode, time out. What I'm telling you is because I already know what you're looking at had nothing to do with what I was saying. If you go back and watch the clip and watch the episode, I said he played longer with Megatron, so his yards and numbers wasn't better. What I said was he threw less interceptions, 3 times less interceptions without Megatron. His QBR rating went up enormously without Megatron. His completion rating, his completion rate went up. Everything went up without Megatron. Of course, he played 6 years with him compared to 3 years. When I did the article,
he played 93 games with Megatron. He played 89 games without Megatron.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You're not letting me finish.
Because it don't make sense.
If you let me finish, the article, listen. Did you pull his QBR rating up? No. Did you pull up his interceptions? His interceptions is lower, right? So that means the numbers went up, right? But to pull up his completion rating. Pull up his completion. Dumb numbers went up, bro. His interceptions went down. Yes, I know. He threw less interceptions. He played 6
yards with Megatron. He threw 5,000 more yards with Megatron.
Okay.
And he only played 4 more games with Megatron.
Yes. Okay. Now take into consideration, dumb yards come from the year he broke the record throwing them passes, bro. And
if he only played 4 more games, he played 93 games.
Okay. First of all,
5,000 more yards. First
of all, Vito, you got us talking about some shit that we already talked about. You got us talking about shit that we already talked about. If you go back and look at the episode, no, because I never said. Listen, in the episode, I told you my exact words was all his numbers went up. Touchdowns and yards didn't go up because he played longer with Megatron. I said all of this shit. This is what I did so. Go back and watch the episode.
When he played without Megatron.
I did so. Listen, Vito. Let's bet it. Vito, I put the article on the episode. What are you talking about? It was on the screen.
Go pull it up. Go look at it and send me.
I am gonna send it to you, Vito. But what I'm saying is you're wasting time on bullshit because I originally said that in the clip. I said everything I just told you went up. I said his QBR went up. I said his interceptions went down. His passer rating went down. I told all of that on the episode, and you said his boy. Yes, I said his passing yard. My exact words to you, Vito, was everything went up except touchdowns and passing yards because he played with Megatron longer. I'll send you the clip, Vito. I'll send you the clip. And while we were talking, it was on the screen. Last one, Vito, because you done made this a whole fucking rerun of episode. Overhyped or no cat? Darko Milicic is a bigger bust than Kwame Brown. Is that overhyped or no cat?
That's no cat because he had more hype coming in than Kwame Brown that I can remember. And at least Kwame Brown had a career. Millicent was in and out.
Yep. I also agree with you. That's no cap, and the biggest reason.
But with that being said, Darko Milicic was a better player than Kwame Brown.
No, he wasn't.
You out your fucking mind.
The reason.
Kwame Brown couldn't do nothing.
The reason
Darko
alone.
Milicic can actually hit a jump shot, can get a shot, can get a bang, can get a block.
Darko Milicic is a fucking bum.
3,000 rebounds in 12 years. Come on, man.
Darko Milicic is a fucking bum. It's a reason he was in and out of the league. Enough said. But at the end of the day,
because this nigga's with a lot of times.
it's a reason he was in and out of the league. Enough said.
O.J. Mayo was nice. He didn't play that long.
O.J. Mayo had weed problems. He couldn't stop smoking. That shit don't got nothing to do with Darko Milicic was a fucking bum. And the biggest reason why the biggest reason why he was a bigger bust than Kwame Brown is just because he got picked over Carmelo Anthony. And Detroit,
Hold on, I'm wrong. Dr. Milicic played from 03 to 2012.
I don't give a fuck when he played to. He's a fucking.
I thought he was in and out probably 3 or 4 years.
That nigga's a bigger bust. He played on the Detroit team that was fresh off the chip. If they got Melo that year, they could have two-peated and all.
I agree, but he was better than Kwame Brown to me.
He's not.
He had more skill than Kwame Brown.
No, the fuck he didn't. Darko Milicic was a fucking bum. He was one of them.
We're comparing two bums, but I think he's the better bum.
No, he not.
Yeah, what did Kwame Brown do good?
What did Darko Milicic do good?
You answer my question. What did Kwame Brown
Neither
do good?
one of them did anything good.
You answer my question. What did Kwame Brown do good?
Neither one of them did anything good.
Okay, I agree.
All right,
what did Kwame Brown do better than Darko Milicic?
He was more athletic, didn't he?
You answered my question for me.
Darko.
He was more athletic than he.
Darko Milicic. Yeah, Darko Milicic didn't do nothing better than him. Darko Milicic don't score better than him. Darko Milicic couldn't jump. Darko Milicic don't rebound better than him. Darko Milicic wasn't a shot blocker. What the fuck? You comparing two? Huh? Kwame Brown was a better shot blocker. Kwame Brown was a better shot blocker and rebounder than Darko Milicic. Man, knock it off, would you?
No, listen. Let me bring this in. Just because you do,
man, knock it off, bro. Bro, knock it. Darko Milicic couldn't do nothing. Nothing.
Darko Milicic had more skill than Kwame Brown. He could handle the ball better than him. He could shoot better than him.
Where did he show you that at? Overseas? That shit didn't happen in the league. He didn't do nothing in them.
Anyway, I'm not going to say have a conversation about
man, this boy done lost his fucking
man.
No, you just a fucking Kwame Brown hater, man. Pardon him. This guy is look. This boy is emotional. That San Fran loss got him so fucking emotional today. Look at him.
I just call y'all on your bullshit. You a Kwame Brown boy. That's it.
Listen.
Like Kwame Brown.
Listen, this boy is still upset, man. And you know why he's so upset? Because he know his co-worker team about to get a ring, and now he gonna hear me talk shit the whole off season.
Huh? Say it again.
Cause you know my team about to win a ring, and you gotta hear me talk shit all season. And you know why? And you know why? You know why? Just because he got his little moral victory off during the season and talked dirty after both San Fran victories.
You've been talking shit about this one ass nigga all season.
Now look. Anyway, people, we about to wrap this episode up because you know I'm Super Bowl vibes and all that. We got some time left, but I don't want Vito to keep bringing y'all down right now, man. He making y'all feel sad right now, man.
Oh, I'm making feel bad.
Nah, man. You know what I mean? He acting like an Eagles fan right now. I'm sorry, y'all, but, you know, we going to have to wrap this one up. As always, I am your boy, Brown. And to the left of me, I guess Vito done disconnected, y'all. Vito is a little upset. You know how they say. Never gloat over moral victories, people. I'm your boy Brown. Keep showing us love. Keep hitting us up on social media, giving us feedback. Shout out to the Rams. We Super Bowl bound, baby. As always, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. We'll holla at y'all.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.